So in this video we'll be coming up with different things to help us remember the 5 different bases and their structures, and we'll start off with pyrimidines. So the mnemonic for pyrimidines is cut the pi, where C, U and T literally stand for cytosine, uracil and thymine, and the PY or pi connotes to pyrimidine. So now we've memorized the bases, which bases fall into pyrimidines, and now we'll move on to how we can remember the skeletal structure of the different bases. So if we imagine a pi from a bird's eye view, it looks like a circle, and we can use that to remember that all pyrimidines have one ring and not two rings like purines do. And we'll start off with cytosine. And cytosine is the easiest to remember because it has two double bonds in the center of the ring, while uracil and thymine both have one double bond in the center. And it's easy to remember that it's cytosine and not the others, because cytosine is the longest pyrimidine name. I mean the longest pyrimidine word, and we can use that to kind of remember that it's cytosine which has the double bond in the center. And cytosine is also the odd one out in that it doesn't have the two double oxygen bonds, and we can use that, we can use the fact that cytosine begins with C, and C is like a semicircle. It's not really a full circle, where a circle represents oxygen, and cytosine doesn't have that. So the structure of cytosine is quite easy to remember, and we can get that out of the way. So thymine and uracil are exactly the same, except thymine is a longer word compared to uracil, and using that you should remember that thymine has one extra methyl group, which is circled in red. So we can see that the basic structure is exactly the same in all three, and it's in black. Where they differ is the double oxygen bond and double bond in cytosine. Uracil is very easy because the NH2 in cytosine is replaced by double oxygen, and thymine is just easy because it's literally uracil with a methyl, and we know that it's thymine because it has an extra methyl group, and that's the longest word between uracil and thymine. So moving on to purines now, and the mnemonic to remember here is pure as gold, where PUR means purines, and the A is adenine and G is guanine. So guanine isn't hard to remember because G is the closest letter to O compared to A, and hence it has a double oxygen, and that should suffice because that's enough to be able to distinguish between the two, because adenine doesn't have an oxygen bond anywhere and guanine does. And to remember that it's G is the closest letter to O compared to adenine. So for the base pairings, there's only two things to remember. One, uracil replaces thymine in RNA, and two, that G and C are curvy letters, so they're almost together and therefore have 3 bonds, while A, T and A and U have 2 bonds. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it useful.